In this video, I'm going to take you for a tour of the 4-room show flat at HDB My Nice Home Gallery. We are going to go through every single room and you can see how nice it is so you can have some ideas for your own house. But before we dive into the details, let's take a look at the floor plan first. So this is the typical floor plan for a 4-room flat. The size is usually 90 square meters. Basically, you have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room, a kitchen, a service yard, and also a bomb shelter. Now let's go into the show flat itself. So this is the show flat for 4-room flat. The size is 90 square meters. And then if you see, the bomb shelter is actually behind the wooden panel on the left. So it's just besides the living room. And the living room is looking spacious in this show flat. But of course, it depends on your house condition. I think this is a 3-seater. And then they also put like a additional seating on the side. I think you can fit a couple of more chairs if you wanted to. It looks really nice. And then of course they also put some artificial plant for decoration, which I find nice. Notice the wooden panel on the left. So the bomb shelter is just behind that. And as you can see, it has this flute design, which is very popular in the past couple of years. But then in terms of cleaning up, it might be challenging. So this is another angle of the living room. Objectively, it's kind of spacious. I mean, you have a good distance between the sofa and the TV, if you ask me. Now, they kept the TV console very simple in this show flat, but I think the lighting behind the wooden panel truly makes it, more luxurious. Note that in the show flat, you cannot sit down on the sofa. I think in the past, I've saw a lot of people doing it, and nowadays they put note you're not supposed to sit on the sofa there. And then this is how it looks like on the ceiling. They put cove lighting. I think indeed it makes the show flat look really nice. And here you can see the glass panel is also with the flute design for consistency. And then another thing that they did with the show flat is that they put these curvy edges here, which I know is actually kind of expensive. It's actually more expensive to have this curvy setup versus, just a 90-degree angle. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a show flat, right? Like you take what you like, and then if you don't like, you can just pick a different design. Okay, so next up we have the dining table, which is also part of the extended living room. As you can see, there are some benches on that side, and actually it also acts as a storage, so you can just open it up and then you can put more things there. And I think the mirror that they put on the wall also makes the space looks much bigger. So this is a closer look of the bench itself. As you can see, I mean, it's not big, but at the end of the day, it's always nice to have extra storage room, maybe for the kids' toys, or maybe for I don't know, some plates or something like that, whatever you want to put there. But I think it's a smart strategy to have additional storage space whenever it's possible. The lighting is nice as well. And then as you can see, there's another glass panel with the flute design. I think the designer actually did a good job keeping consistency of the theme throughout the show flat. And this is a closer look of the kitchen. Personally, this kitchen is somewhere in between, because if you want to say open kitchen, actually not exactly, because it's this, right? But if you want to say it's closed kitchen, but then there's no door. So, but I think most people would prefer just to have an open kitchen completely, so it will make the space looks bigger. And then as you can see, they also put some lighting inside the cabinet, which makes it looks luxurious. Personally, this kitchen, I don't really like this in-between stage where you can't really see what's going on in the dining room and the living room. Personally, the glass panel in that kitchen is not my style. Now, this is some of the decoration that they put. I don't know whether you can get it from IKEA or something, maybe. And then for the sink, they use this black color sink, which is very trendy, but not sure whether it will scratch, and then if the paint is not intact anymore, will it turn out to be a different color? I don't know. And then this is the service yard. As you can see, you have some railings to hang your clothing. Yeah, just a typical service yard, nothing special. Definitely can fit a washing machine, maybe a dryer if you want to have, but personally I think in Singapore dryer is not a must if you have an open service yard. So this is another angle of the dining table. I think it looks nice. Okay, now we are stepping into one of the common rooms. So they decorate this as a kid's bedroom. It's like a nursery, right? And I like the floor, but I'm guessing this is something that you need to do with your own interior designer. I don't think it comes with the BTO. And then for the customized cabinets, they use this like a changing table for babies. I mean, to change the baby diaper, and then you have some seating there as well. But personally, I wouldn't do this if I have this house, because it's not sustainable in the long run, because like babies grow up so fast, man. Like I would rather just have like loose furniture for baby related items, and then the customized cabinet should be for things that are more relevant for many years to come. And then again, please do not touch like even the teddy bear, don't touch it, okay? And this is the paper wall that they chose. It looks kind of high quality, honestly. But again, this is very suitable for nursery. But then again, once your kids already grown up, then it's not relevant anymore. I like that they put a lot of lighting even into the curve there. So this is another angle of the nursery. It looks spacious, huh? I mean, objectively, I know people tend to mock that BTO is so small. But then actually, if you don't have so many things, it kind of looks okay. Okay, now this is another common bedroom. Now this one, they position it as like, I don't know, just like a spare bedroom or something, because I'm not sure is it supposed to be for like a preteen, a teenager, or what. Because if you see the wallpaper, it is like rainbow. And then if you see the table, it looks like a study table or a makeup table at the same time. So I'm not so sure what's the target audience for this particular bedroom, but nevertheless, it looks nice. The mirror looks interesting, it looks like it's upside down, but I'm sure that they did it intentionally. So the study table is also built in. As you can see, it's part of the wardrobe itself. You can really optimize the nook over there. I like this a lot actually. But then again, if you look at that study chair, you wouldn't be comfortable working for a very long time on such chair, just based on my personal experience. But I like that they put a lot of drawers, wardrobe, and then you can see that they even put a side table over there. So that's nice. Okay, next up we have the common bathroom. It looks really nice. I'm pretty sure that basin is not coming from BTO, so that is something that you need to top up with your ID. They have the glass panel as well, some decoration, some lighting on the storage unit, so that's really good. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the tile motif and color. I don't know, maybe like some people like this warm earth tone. It looks nice, but not my style. Okay, now let's go to the master bedroom. So this is the biggest bedroom for sure, and as you can see, it can fit a queen or even a king size. I think you have the space for it. And then they put the custom cabinet here. It looks nice, and then you can just pull the lever and then that railing will go down. So that's nice. A lot of storage, some drawers, and then they also put lighting inside the cabinet and also racks to make it look more luxurious. The bed looks comfortable, but having said that, I'm kind of questioning the positioning of the table. Personally, I find this layout to be a little bit awkward. So this is a closer look of the decoration there. If you don't want to get so much dust, then you can just put like a glass instead of just like an open rack like this. But it looks nice, and you can put a lot of things there. So this is another angle of the bedroom. As you can see, yeah, I think that's a king size bed, isn't it? They put custom bedside table, and then they also put lighting behind the bed frame. The positioning of the picture frame is very artistic. It's so much to the left instead of in the middle, I think, just to give that negative space, but interesting. I like the wallpaper though, because this wallpaper is more neutral instead of like the kiddish motif, right? I think this one is very elegant. Now the bed itself is actually on a platform, so it's not exactly a bed frame, but more of like a heightened platform, so that's nice. Now this table, honestly, I feel that the positioning, it feels awkward to me. I don't know, guys, can you comment down below? Do you think this table is supposed to be here? Do you like it, or you prefer it to be elsewhere? Personally, I think it makes the bedroom looks even smaller. And then I don't know what is this with this flying mirror. Definitely it's very artistic, I would say that. So this is the aircon, and then they put a covering on the aircon, or does it come with the aircon? I'm not so sure. This is a look of the master bathroom. So as you can see, the design is very consistent with the shared bathroom. I think the size is, I think, almost the same, or maybe this master bathroom slightly bigger, but I think it looks quite similar in size. It's just a different layout. Again, they use the exact same tile. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below whether you like this show flat or not. Now, you might be wondering how to get to these showrooms in case you want to visit it by yourself. And by the way, it is absolutely free to enter, and the decor changes like every couple of years or so. So it is definitely worth spending a couple of hours here. Getting to the My Nice Home Gallery is pretty straightforward because it's located right at the HDB hub in Toa Payoh. So just take the MRT and then stop at the Toa Payoh MRT station, take exit A, which will lead you directly into the HDB hub basement. Or if you are coming by bus, the Toa Payoh bus interchange is integrated with the HDB hub. After reaching the HDB hub, you need to go to the main atrium area on the first floor. It is basically the big hall where you can see different BTO miniatures and also town plans. Then take the lift to level 3. The lift is a little bit in the corner, so if you can't find it, just ask one of the officers there. I'm sure they will be willing to help you. And then after that, just walk across the connecting bridge to the show flat gallery. The gallery itself is open from Monday to Saturday, about 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. So just make sure you don't drop by on a Sunday or public holiday because they are closed by that time. There are different rooms for different flat types, so you can just go around and see what it's like. Before entering, don't forget to take off your shoes, and I highly recommend wearing socks for hygiene reasons. By the way, inside they have plenty of CCTVs, and the guards really do monitor them. So like, don't lie down on the bed or tamper with the decorations or something. Like, I've literally seen people being called out by the guards through the speakers, so please take note of that. So what do you think? Do you like this showroom, or do you prefer a different interior design style? Let me know in the comment section down below. To support my work, you can give a one-time tip by pressing the thanks button, pick the amount that you want, and click buy and send. Or you can also press the join button for exclusive contents and monthly membership. Your support means a lot to keep us independent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!